What's going on, everybody?
Hey.
We're back. Tyler, we have a guest.
Yes, we do.
Oh.
Who is our guest?
Her name's Kelly McElroy.
Yes, sir. Give it up for Kelly, everybody. Woo! Why don't you introduce yourself?
Y'all just said my name.
Yeah, say hi.
Hey.
This is Kelly.
I'm Kelly. What's up? I don't do much, so
God,
that's it.
what episode are we on? Is this like
This
7
is-
or 8?
I don't remember, but I'm just going to go ahead and say 7. Or
7?
wait, maybe 8. I don't know.
Let's do lucky number 7.
7.5.
7.5?
Yeah.
7 1/4.
It's like how they did Lion King 1, 2, and then like
1.5.
3/4 or 1.5 or some shit. I don't know.
There was a second Lion King?
There was
Yeah.
2 Lion Kings. I'm pretty sure there were only 2, but then there was another one that was like 1 3/4 or 1.5. Yeah, something like that. It was weird.
It's Timon and Pumbaa's story.
Yeah, something like that. I haven't seen that one nearly as much as the other one.
The fuck?
You
It's
know,
basically the same concept.
I might have seen that one like more than all the other ones.
Really?
Except maybe not the first one. I think I've seen the first one quite a bit.
The first one's the one I used to watch all the fucking time. That one.
I saw that like once or twice as a kid, yeah.
A classic.
Oh, by the way, this is the co-host, Mr. Porker.
Said.
Yeah, I always forget to do that.
Quote of the year.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just it's a pig that I got from a Spencer's for my dog, but she never uses it, so I'm like, okay, well I'm gonna do something.
I
with
guess
it
I'll
then.
play with it since the dog won't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I scared the shit out of my significant other with it. They were like crouched down getting something from their bag, and I came up behind her and I squeaked it really loud in her ear, and she just kind of jumped back and was like, "Oh my god, don't ever do that again."
That would be my reaction too.
Gotta play those little practical jokes. You know what I'm saying?
I love practical jokes. You
No
know what?
prankster.
Pranks on God.
Dude, remember Michael and those guys?
Yes.
So, and we used to, when we were kids, we were in middle school, and it was me and Michael, and I can't remember who else we were with. I'm like 90% sure Kyle and Matt Rosica were there. Can't remember though. We went pumpkin smashing, right? And it was my turn to go, and I ran up. There had like a gate that you had to hop over, so I'm like ready to go, and I grabbed the pumpkin. I'm like, what the hell? It's fake. And someone was walking to the door, and I'm like, I made it this far. Ripped it out of the socket, hopped the fence, sprinted down the street, took one look back, smashed it in the middle of the street, and just took off running with my friends.
Was it like plastic?
Yep. It was like the one you plug into the wall and had the light in there.
So you, but you didn't pick it up?
I didn't pick it up.
Okay.
Well, I didn't pick up the pieces, but I picked up the pumpkin.
So you littered?
I literally
That's a $500
Dude,
fine.
someone littered in my fucking apartment. In my apartment complex with some pumpkins.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
I don't know. I just woke up and then there were like literally smashed pumpkins all over the fucking parking lot. I was like, what the fuck?
I think pumpkins are biodegradable, right?
I mean, yeah, but it's still like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where'd you even get pumpkins? I mean, like, it was like Halloween a little bit ago, but that was a while ago. Like, it should be dead. You growing pumpkins? I don't know. But it's fucking weird. It just reminded me of that one. It's like, fuck pumpkins.
Well, Thanksgiving, you kind of have pumpkins for decoration, right?
I guess. I
Yeah.
mean, I never have. My family never has.
I mean, it's a fall, like, vegetable.
Vegetable, yeah. But it's like December, dude. Like,
It
they
is,
should
yeah.
be dead, bro.
Sorry, you squeezing the pig.
It's what it's there for.
It's a good stress toy.
Oh my god. So Spider-Man No Way Home, that just came out.
I didn't see that.
I do too.
I think I'm about to see it twice. Like, I'm supposed to see it Sunday, and then I think I'm seeing it Monday, too.
Hell yeah. Wait, has it not come out yet, or did it just come out?
It just came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it on any streaming services? Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if it came out on HBO Max.
Dude, okay,
Yeah,
bet,
Disney
because I
Plus,
have
actually.
that, and they've been doing that. They've been putting movies that come out on there. I fuck with it.
I don't know that they'll do that with this one, just because
Yeah. That would be trash.
they'll make so much money at the movies.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they would be probably miss out on a good amount of money from streaming services. I feel like they might still have the option though, but I don't know, because now I feel like all theaters are pretty much opened up, and like most are, so it's like it doesn't
Well,
really matter.
Yeah.
I haven't been to a movie theater since COVID started.
Really?
That shit, yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, like, it's just a lot of people. It's not like a thing that makes me like nervous or anything. I just have not done it. I don't know. I haven't really had the want to go out to the movie theater.
I mean, you've got like Netflix and Hulu, Amazon Prime, HBO Max. I don't go to the
that's what I'm
movies
saying.
so
Like,
much.
I guess in my head, why would I go out in public and around a bunch of people and do that when I could like just chill at the house and like have some beers and just watch something?
Yup.
That's kind of my thing.
Yup.
Like I used to fuck with the thing of like going to the movie theater.
It's a community
but, like,
experience.
yeah, if I'm going with friends, it has to be with friends. Like I would never go by myself or like just like.
I would totally
Yeah.
go by myself.
You remember when we went and saw The Nun with, who did we go with? We went with Carmen, Corey, I think Cameron was there. No? God, who was there?
There were a few people there.
There were so many people in our group. Nigel!
Was Marquise there? I don't know if Marquise was there.
Marquise was not there, but
Okay.
Nigel was.
Nigel was there?
Nigel?
Okay, I remember it. Nigel was.
And that was a dude, he was Filipino, I think, or Lebanese or something, and Carmen dated him for a
Just
little
so
bit.
you know.
Well, he was really cultured, like he just moved to the
I
United
think he
States.
was he an exchange student or did he really just move out here? I don't know.
Well, I think his family moved out here, and he didn't like know a whole lot about American culture. So we were just like kind of showing him everything, like, oh, this is what this is what that is, and he's like, whoa, that's cool.
I feel. Yeah, I remember I used to hang out with him quite a bit. He was pretty cool. I haven't talked to him in years though, like literally since probably I think high school ended. I haven't talked to him. But yeah, I think he was there. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember everybody who was there because this was like, when did that come out? Was that like 2-3 years ago?
Oh, that was 2018.
That was yeah, that was like 4 years ago.
That
Not 4
movie
years ago. I'm a bad man. I don't know. Shut up.
sucked. It's terrible.
I had to
Whatever.
count my
Yeah,
fingers
Yeah, close enough.
a second.
I think the best scary movie I've seen in a while was The Dark and the Wicked.
I've never seen that, and I've never heard of it either.
It's one of those movies you don't hear of, but you need to see. I have a copy of it right here.
I mean,
Take
I've
it
never
with
heard
you.
of, what was that one movie? American Werewolf in London? Before you showed me that, I've never heard of that, but that was a good movie.
No.
We watched that together.
I know. That's
It
what I'm
was
saying.
me and you, and then
yeah, you showed it
Alyssa.
to me. I think it was me, you, I think Alyssa
I
might have
don't
been
think
here.
it was
Alyssa was there.
You were here, yeah, I don't remember.
I could tell you.
My
everyone
memory is
that was
terrible,
there.
bro. Like, I don't know.
So it
But
was,
I've never seen or heard of this.
it's a good one.
It's a
dude.
haunting masterpiece, apparently, though.
Is this the one you posted on your story that was like really weird?
She also told me
Okay.
not to come.
You can take that in
Oh.
What did I
one way.
say?
From the writer and director of The Strangers. I've also never heard of that, but
The
Yeah.
Strangers is a good one.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I think the last horror movie that I saw was can't remember the name. It was really weird. There was like a tree house, and I don't even know how to explain it.
Oh my god.
You might know.
Hereditary?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't remember the name, but yeah, it was Hereditary. That shit was fucking weird.
Did you
That is
see,
a good
Shit
one.
freaked me out. It was a good one. Yeah, I liked it.
Did you
I
see
just,
Midsummer after?
no.
Yeah.
Is that like a continuation?
No, it's just the same,
Same
director.
director?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's
No, I
just
haven't seen that.
it's just as crazy.
It was.
Is it on
alright.
again? Like, is it on any streaming services?
I want to say HBO Max.
Shit, okay. I might have to give that a check out thing because I haven't seen that.
I think it's on Hulu.
Okay, that's like okay. It's it literally feels like you're on drugs when you watch it, even if you're not.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
good
all
though.
right.
Yeah,
I liked
check it out.
Hereditary a lot better personally. It's a great movie. It's just not as good as
You
Hereditary.
saw both?
Yes.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I
think they're just different.
Yes.
I liked Hereditary. I need to check that one out because that was the last horror movie I saw, and honestly, like
That was a minute.
that was the last I know. Well, not the last one I watched, but like the last when that was new. It was like the last new one I watched. I haven't seen a new except for the new Conjuring that came out. I watched that. That
Oh,
was
you're right.
Yeah, you're right. It is. It was on HBO Max when it came out. I think it dropped.
Should have
on
just
there.
stopped after
yeah.
2.
They should have. I thought 2 was. I mean, I thought the first one was the best.
Yeah.
And the second one was pretty good, but the only thing I didn't really care for, and this is just a personal critique, is that I think it was the Crooked Man or whatever.
I love the Crooked
that
Man.
was so gimmicky and weird and
I
stupid.
don't know what that is.
I thought it was dumb. I didn't like that. I thought it was just really dumb.
Crooked Man.
Yeah, that's just my opinion though. But like, that was the only thing I really didn't like about that movie. But other than that, it was a good movie. I just thought that the way it looked was really cheesy and dumb.
I'll give it
Like,
to
it
you.
didn't scare me at all. I mean, it kind of obviously, like, a jump scare is going to scare you if you're not expecting it, but, like, other than the jump scares from it, like, it didn't do anything for me.
I'll give it
It's
to
like-
you. It looked
it just-
kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I mean, that was a good movie. But the third one, I'm gonna be honest, that was one of those movies. Like I said, like I just fell asleep during that.
I honestly almost fell asleep through it. It was just really boring, dude.
Yeah, I will give it this. It was late when I watched it, but still, it was. I think that if they would have stopped at 2, nobody would have.
No, yeah.
Blamed them.
Now, a masterpiece is Insidious Chapter 2. That is one of the greatest horror movies I've ever seen.
Insidious is very good.
That was actually, I think that was the first movie I saw in theaters, like, that made me scream. Like, legitimately fucking, like, literally in the middle of the theater.
For real. I didn't see it in theaters, but I saw it when it was on, I think it was on Netflix for a while, and I watched it on there.
Make no mistake, it's not the first one, it's the second one.
What's the difference? I mean, like, I know there's obviously
the second one is when you find out the origin story of the serial killer that possesses a guy in the first movie.
Okay.
And it's awesome. It's great. If you want a horror movie villain, look up Parker Crane's mom. She is wicked. Just evil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She scares me, dude. And I don't get scared easy.
I haven't seen that movie in a minute either, but what was the only part I really remember, like, very distinctly was, like, I remember the part where she was walking around the house and that weird song was playing. That part creeped me the fuck out. Yeah, that part. Tiny Tim fucking took to the tulips, bro. That was on, I think that's the song.
Yeah.
It was on SpongeBob, too.
What?
Remember that? I think...
Tiptoe Through the Tulips?
Yeah, it was on the very first SpongeBob episode, or it was, like, a song by him. I think. You'd have to look it up, but if you look up the first SpongeBob episode, it has a Tiny Tim song at the very end.
Oh my god! Yeah, it does. It's not it's not the same one.
You Never Bother Me, that song. Remember that one? You'd have to look it up probably. You have to hear it to know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna fucking.
I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, that was at the end of SpongeBob.
It's when he's making the Krabby Patties for the anchovies, and the song starts playing. Right?
Yeah.
That was the first episode?
Yeah.
That was the very first. Help Wanted, I think is what it was called. Yes. It was like where he first got the job at Krusty Krab. Because he saw the fucking sign or whatever. I don't know.
What's the leaf blower episode?
That's like, I think.
Is that the first season at least?
It's one of the first ones.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one of the first. That show got that's another thing that they should have cut off after like the movie came out. It was supposed to. The movie was supposed to be the last SpongeBob content that ever came out. And then they were like, this can make so much more money.
It can, but it's also
garbage. Into the ground with a stick. Yeah.
It's like Family Guy, dude. Up to season 16, Family Guy is like a fever dream. It's funny, it's great. But then I watched an episode of season 20, the most recent season of Family Guy, and it was just terrible. It wasn't even funny, it was stupid.
I kind of get that. Like, I don't think any of the Family Guy seasons are really like bad, like unwatchable, but like they've definitely gone down in like quality of jokes. It gets kind of lazy. The only show that hasn't really like gotten lazy as time goes on that I've noticed that like I've liked is South Park.
I knew you were gonna say that.
South Park has just kept killing it every year.
They do.
They just keep killing
They're
it.
iconic.
It's because it's so like I feel like it's just because it's based in a lot of reality.
Yeah.
So there's always shit going on, so they always have shit to make fun of.
Oh, they're keeping up. Yeah. They're keeping up. Didn't the creators of that show drop acid or something at the Emmys?
They might have. I mean, it's not, I think you mentioned that the last time we recorded. I think that did. I heard something about that.
Is Trey Parker and Matt Stoney, right?
Trey Parker, Matt Stoney, yes. Yeah. Funny ass dudes. They're hella funny.
They're so funny.
Gotta watch some interviews they did on YouTube.
Wait, there's a Matt Stoney that's a professional eater.
There is, I think, yeah.
Oh.
Is it the same guy?
I don't know.
No, it's not the same guy.
Oh, that would have been so.
Because I've seen both the guys, and I'm pretty sure the dude you're talking about is Asian, neither of them. Right?
Yes.
But it's like I think that it's like the same name. I've only seen a few of his videos. I don't really watch stuff like that, but I'd rather eat instead of watch other people eat.
I love watching people eat.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard some people do it instead of eating. Like not like instead of it, but like
curb your appetite.
yeah, to like stop cravings of eating. If you compulsively eat, which I've done in the past, like I get that shit. But like
I do.
That was never a thing I did. What?
I do when I'm drunk.
Oh,
I feel like everybody does that. It's just like fucking.
Dude,
I got drunk as shit here one time, and I'm sorry for in advance, but I went into your pantry and I found a thing of Doritos, and I don't even know what the fuck the dip was. I don't remember. I didn't care. and I just went in my car and then fell asleep with both of them.
Oh my god.
Listening to music. That's hella funny.
Dude, there's been some odd things that have happened here.
Yeah.
Like, I had a bunch of friends over one night, and we were all down here, and there's this guy named Dylan, and his girlfriend Medea was here, and I had told them, because they lived out, oh god, what's that place? It's out past Eureka. I can't think of it. It's out past Eureka, and I said, hey, you guys drove like almost an hour to get here. Let me make up a guest bedroom for you because, you know, I've been drinking and I don't want you guys to drive home. And they said, yeah. So I took them upstairs to the guest bedroom. I showed them how to work the AC unit, got them clean sheets and everything. Medea fell asleep in the car. Dylan fell asleep outside on the bench in my backyard.
Outside on the bench.
And I'm like, yeah, what? Bed upstairs.
That's mad funny.
Got new sheet.
Was everybody drunk? I mean, sometimes you
Yes.
just can't make. Sometimes you just can't make it to the bed. I can't even blame them for that. I've fallen asleep on floors many times.
Me too,
You know, like,
without being drunk.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like even when I am drunk, like it does not matter. Like I'll just like be like. Sometimes it's just like this is where I'm sleeping. I go there, you know. I feel like that sometimes. Sometimes you can't even make it to a bed.
I mean, when I get drunk,
as long as you don't sleep like face up, that's the only thing. The only thing that matters. Yeah. You gotta be sure about that always. Make sure you don't have people sleeping like face up when you're drunk.
I have a story about that, but it's MIDI.
Yeah, I heard this. Tell it again though for the audience,
Oh, God.
please.
Okay, so he was like, I guess, laying in bed and started to like fucking choke and shit. And Katie was with him, so she had to like roll him over.
Yeah.
And he literally like was, so he could have died. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's a lot of people.
Horrifying.
A lot of people actually do die like that when they get drunk. It's like not even like always like their fault. Like sometimes if like somebody lays them up on their back or something, you know, if you throw up, you
it's
can
like
choke on
something
that.
asphyxiation.
Yeah, you just choke on your own.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Maybe
Not
that's
quite the same thing.
Maybe that's not
but it's
the right
somewhere
fucking
close to that, but like not the same thing.
I'll
yeah.
look it up. What's it called?
That was totally a joke. They're not the same thing.
They're not.
Yeah.
One involves boners and the other involves choking.
The other one doesn't involve boners, so it's not as good.
I fell asleep. You know Tori, right?
Oh.
What? Asphyxiation.
Osteoporosis. No,
I'm trying to
that
find
says
the word.
aspiration.
It's breathing for an object in your
aspiration.
airways. I don't fucking know.
I thought aspiration was like what you aspire to be.
I mean,
Oh,
there's
wait,
some words have multiple
asphyxiation, yeah.
meanings.
I guess that's it.
Asphyxiation.
Yeah, asphyxiation. Yeah, asphyxiation is a word for choking.
Okay.
Autoerotic asphyxiation is choking, but you know,
Oh.
You
you're
get a
choking
boner.
yourself.
I
to
see.
coom. So, yeah,
Anyway.
to coom. You're choking yourself to coom.
Come?
Yeah, I didn't want you to get demonetized and you don't monetize it. So,
Oh my
you know, I got you.
You should just bleep. Just make it one big bleep.
Just take what I just did there and put it over it in post.
I don't have the kind of I don't have the necessary tools for that job.
I'll do it. Send it to me.
I wish I could.
You should just have it like just do that like. Over
I'm saying, dude, have him bleep it go every
Yeah.
time. Just record an audio bit of him going like that oink, and then paste it over every curse. You don't have to do every curse, but like
That would be so funny
it
though.
would be hella funny. It'd be like a little bit. You know?
Like fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my.
Something to think about if you ever start editing shit.
I need to.
I could edit it. I mean, I don't know how to edit it, but I can figure it out.
This is a very simple podcast. This is what it is. I pop the camera up, we sit on the couch, and we talk, and I put it on YouTube.
You do what you do. You know, you don't have to edit it.
It's not anything like high tech or anything. It's not like crazy. Like Come Town is a funny one, and the Andy Show starring Andy Biersack of Blackville Brides. Love him.
Well, I'd say editing is more of a thing you would usually do when you have a big platform like one of those, because you know people say dumb shit sometimes. That's why a lot of people don't do live podcasts. I feel like, at least that's what I would think.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the time, so you can edit shit out. Like, you don't really need to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of times, you got a filter on it. Everyone has a filter. It's like,
Yeah.
but
Oh no. Hold on.
Who's calling?
I'm just gonna hit that real
Dude,
quick.
who is it?
Jake Brady.
Oh, okay.
Jake Brady. Yeah, a good friend of mine. That's the thing with recording on a phone is you get people that call you or text you and you're in the middle of something.
This is nice lighting.
What
Yeah,
is?
it is.
The blue.
Yeah,
like,
it's
we look-
the TV.
Oh, we look
I
badass.
should have had that the whole time.
Oh, hey, Tori, right? I passed, so we went to the lights at Anheuser-Busch, right?
That's dope.
And this was 2 years ago. I was drunk as shit. And we get back to her apartment and we're just in the living room talking. And I laid down on the couch, closed my eyes. I snapped awake at like 2 a.m. The lights were off. Everybody was gone. I'm at Tori's, just in her living room, passed out. I'm like, oh my God, where did everybody go? And then Tori was upstairs, and I just was like, hey, and then I think I ended up just like going back down and going back to sleep or something. I don't know. I don't remember what happened.
I mean, sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah. Drunk. Fun.
Drink.
Got a lot of weird fucking stories about being drunk.
I do too.
None that I can remember because I was drunk as shit for all of them. But I mean, I can remember one very particular one, which was I was at Lucas and Travis. Well, not there. I was at Travis's house, but it was like a party they were both kind of throwing, and I was invited. And a bunch of other
I
people.
remember seeing that on people's stories and being slightly offended that I wasn't invited.
Bro, it might have been the same party, but I'm not 100% sure because I've been to a few of those. But the one that I'm talking about, you might have seen something about this because I can't imagine that it didn't end up on somebody's story or some shit.
Wait.
I was very drunk, and this is back when I was like kind of an alcoholic a little bit, and like I was already drunk as shit, and there was a certain point where my brain was like, no more alcohol. All the alcohol at this party is now mine. So I started going around, and like there were beer cans just sitting around. And I was finishing them all off, bro. Like I was gone as fuck. Like I was having a good ass time. But then I got too drunk. And then I had to be babysat by Lucas and Travis. Mm-hmm. And then there was a certain point where I realized that I had to pee. But I was in no condition to be peeing on my own.
Oh.
So I did have to have, I won't name because I don't want to throw anybody out there. I did have to have somebody hold me up while I was pissing. And I may or may not have fallen on Travis's. It was like a ceramic toilet paper holder. Yeah, it was a ceramic bare toilet paper holder that holds the roll like this.
I knew it.
And I fell on it and completely demolished the
I
entire thing.
remember
And
that.
I woke up with like a fucking cut on my arm, like up to here. It's pretty funny.
No, dude, I
It's pretty
remember
funny
you
afterwards.
telling me that. That's iconic.
Yeah, I was out of control, man. I was drinking all the alcohol I saw.
We've all been there.
I don't drink like that anymore. That was probably one of the funniest stories I have of me being drunk.
Dude,
Someone else could probably tell it to you who was there in better detail because I was literally probably one of the most fucked up people at the party. But that's just from my recollection and from what I was told.
When I get drunk, it'll be like 2 a.m. I'll go upstairs to the shower with the bathtub and I'll take a bath.
Vibes.
And my parents
drunk?
they're always like, you're gonna drown, you're gonna be drunk and drown. I'm like, I'm 6'2" and the bathtub is very small. The upper half of my body hangs out of the bathtub. I don't think I'm gonna drown anytime soon.
Probably be good. Probably also not safe though. You know, it's just kind of one of those. Just depending.
Yeah.
There's a scene in it's the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. And she's like in the bath and she starts falling asleep and Freddy's hand like comes up between her legs and then she like wakes up but then she goes back to sleep and has a nightmare and almost dies.
Yeah, but that's fiction. That's a Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's another one of those movies I need to see.
And if I'm not mistaken, her head was above water.
It was, but then
in hindsight, Freddy probably could have drowned her and like cut her up underwater, but he didn't.
I think she like almost slipped into the water. I don't know, it just reminded me of it. It's probably not the same.
So I actually have a question about the movie. I've never seen Nightmare on Elm Street.
Really?
So no, I have not. So the whole thing about that movie is like they're killing people in their dreams, right?
Yes.
Oh, I can give you a whole fucking synopsis.
But like, yeah, tell me a little bit about it. 'Cause
Okay,
I'm not sure
so
about
Freddy was a fucking child molester, and he fucked with all these kids, and then their parents like killed him, like burned him, because they're like, fuck that. And then
I remember seeing that scene from like a trailer, where he got burned alive.
yeah. And then it's fucked up.
I mean, he's a child molester.
No, yeah. I just thought it was funny that we were laughing.
It's hella funny.
Yeah. So, so then he, I guess, as like an entity, like he's all burnt and he's like dead, but he just like haunts them in their dreams.
Okay.
And so in the original one, it's like if you're not scared of him, he can't get you.
Yeah, there was like the thing is like, I always it was like don't go to sleep. Like if you don't fall asleep, he can't hurt you because you can't be killed out of your dreams.
So yeah, but in all the movies they like try to stay awake, and then if you stay awake for like that long, you basically start like
falling asleep anyway.
Yeah, you basically if you stayed awake for as long as you could, you'd eventually go into like a coma.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, eventually
die from that, right?
You're just prolonging the inevitable because eventually you're just gonna fall asleep. You
for
can't
a
stay awake
long
forever.
ass time.
So
I'd be taking like intermittent naps, 5 minutes.
That's
Wake
what I'm
up for a
saying.
nap.
You like have somebody watching your back with a 12 gauge or some shit. I don't know. Like,
I don't know why they didn't
Wait,
think of the
wait.
solution at the end of the movie. Just grab him and pull him out.
In the
Pull 'em out of
remake,
what?
in the remake they do.
Yeah, they do in the old one too.
Pull them out of
Oh,
what?
they do out of the dream.
Of the dream.
Oh.
You have to like hold on to him, and then somebody wakes you, and then he comes out.
Oh, you just yank him out.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and then you can
Okay.
kill him.
Wait.
And he's dead.
Okay.
You haven't stand a chance.
I need to see that because there's like 3 of those motherfuckers, and I always hear about those movies
Oh, there's like 8.
and hear it referenced, but I've never seen it. Oh, there's 8.
There's 8, and then
I
there's a
have-
remake they did in
There's
like
also like
2010.
Freddy versus Jason, isn't there? Or is
Yes.
it?
Yeah,
Okay,
Jason
yeah.
won in the end, but then you see Freddy's head like turn to the camera and wink, so that means he's not
That's
dead.
such a stupid movie.
Yeah, Freddy vs. Jason was
On the
dog
street.
water, dude.
He was also in Mortal Kombat, which is also canon, I believe. Yeah.
I used to fuck people up when I was Freddy Krueger, dude.
I
And
don't know if
Mortal
he's in the new
Kombat.
one. I'm trying to think. What was he in? Was he in
Mortal
X?
Kombat 9.
9? Okay.
9 was Freddy Krueger, 10 was X, and Jason. No, not Leatherface. Yes, Leatherface. Jason, Leatherface, Alien, and Predator were in X.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kelly.
Y'all want to see this scene in Nightmare on Elm Street that always cracked me up?
Is it the one where she gets thrown on the wall and stuff? Oh, this is the remake.
This is a remake, yeah.
Wow, she's hot.
Yeah, they're both hot.
There's a guy. Show us Rufus.
Bro, that was my band teacher in middle school's dog's name. Was Rufus.
Really?
Miss McMahon, yeah.
Oh, Miss McMahon.
Yeah. That was her dog's name.
I
She
had
always
mixed
talked
feelings about Miss McMahon.
I thought she was cool. She's the one who got me up on Skyrim.
That's cool.
Yeah, she taught me about Skyrim. I didn't even know that game existed before. I was in that
She was and she wasn't cool.
Okay, anyway, she's walking around. Freddy like mauled her dog.
Wait, what a dick.
So
So this is a dream or this is not a dream?
it is a dream.
This is a dream.
Like
okay.
she didn't think it was. But yeah, so she's I don't want to spoil it, I just want you to see her fucking get thrown everywhere. Okay, so she wakes up and then she's like walking around. Right. Oh my god, this is gonna piss me the fuck off. I'm sorry, I just want you to see the fucking. Okay, get back in bed. Oh my god.
Oh, here we go.
She's so happy. She's still alive.
Not the one. Oh.
Okay, no, just
Oh, wait a minute. Is she.
Holy
Oh.
shit, dog.
I know, this scene always cracks me up.
Oh my god. She's fucking sealed. Oh, this reminds me of, doesn't that happen in Exorcist, kind of?
So in The Exorcist, the bed levitates
That's
up.
what it is, that's
Yeah.
what it is, never mind, yeah, you're right. The bed
Yeah.
levitates up. That's from the first one, you said?
This is the remake.
Oh, the remake.
So you
okay.
can just watch that one and it's its own story. Or you can
Okay.
watch like
I have both. I have the original and the remake.
I gotta get hip on those. I should have been watching horror movies all fucking October, but I wasn't. I was lacking. 'cause
No,
I
me too.
don't know, I just don't be watching shit all the time.
I went to the Darkness and Creepy World.
I
Really,
did
That's what's up.
go to Creepy World.
That was
I
fun.
think I went to the Darkness a long time. Like I'm talking like freshman year, and that was pretty cool. Scared the shit out of me though, because I was a little bitch back then. But like, it was pretty cool. I fucked with it.
You Venmoing, Kelly. Emily, huh?
Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Oh, we're at 30. We're at time.
We're at 30.
Yeah, we're at 30.
Oh
Shit. Half of that was just me trying to show y'all this bitch dying. And
No, that's great. That's what this is all about.
Same.
It's well, and we're at the end, but I'll give the disclaimer anyway. The following content has been made for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Because we might say boobs, and I did say cum. I just said it twice, so now it's hard.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in today. Kelly, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for coming on, man. Let's go.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Dude.
Yes, sir.